suspension, and Owen Guinan getting his chance at top of the left. By comparison, Waterford name a completely changed 15 after their last victory at home against Offaly. Chief among their changes today are a first start for the year for Tony Brown at number 6 and the reappearance of Ken McGrath for the first time since last year's All-Ireland semi-final, which was against the Cats. Anthony Stapleton of Laois is in charge. It's Kilkenny who won the toss and played from left to right in the first half. Final league game of the season then for both of these teams. And Johnny Ryan, the linesman on this near side, signalling that it's going to be a Kilkenny sideline cut. Midfield this afternoon for Kilkenny, John Fitzpatrick and Derek Ling. John Tennyson hitting it well. Stephen Daniels goes across, covers but doesn't deal with it adequately, and TJ Reid is onto the loose ball and puts it straight over the bar. Opening score of the match then comes in the 3rd minute, and it's the Kilkenny captain TJ Reid pouncing on the error. That ball should have been cleared. Runs on there towards Owen Larkin. Nicely controlled here. Taken in by Guinan. He has the shot and he puts it over the bar. And that will do the corner forward a whole power of good. A second point for Kilkenny. And there are 5.5 minutes gone. Stephen Daniels played in last year's club final for Portumna against De La Salle. Tennyson. They hold on to it here with Michael Grace. Going for the shot himself. That's a good looking shot. Michael Grace has done well in recent seasons. Was sent off against Cork, and that was a real blip. But he's got a lot of class, a lot of ability, and he'll be pushing for a place come the championship. Tommy Connors can't hold on. It's going to be a line ball to Kilkenny. Well, the first 11.5 minutes have just borne out what many people have felt. A more experienced Kilkenny team going in here against largely experimental Waterford, and that's put into the back of the net by Michael Grace. He's got a goal and a point. Well, the floodgates could open, and you fear for Waterford even at this early stage. 1-4 to no score down from the sideline cut. Should have been dealt with. Cornerback and fullback are completely cut out, and Grace one-handed into the back of the empty net. Aidan Carney was floundering, goalkeeper came, beaten by Grace, and it's 1-4 to no score. Again, there's no getting through that half-back line, even without Tommy Walsh in there. And here comes Michael Grace, anxious to show everybody in Kilkenny just what he's about. Got a lot of genuine qualities. I was a little short. This time it's out to Liam Lawler. Started the campaign in the league as the number 3. Then lost his position. Waterford looking for their opening score here. Will John Milan provide it? Shortening the grip on the stick and finally putting it over the bar. And there are 14 minutes gone. John Milan gets number 1 for the afternoon. Well, it's no more than Waterford needed at this stage just to give them a little bit of confidence in themselves. They've been on the receiving end. Imagine Davy Fitzgerald is saying to the squad players, I'm giving you game time this afternoon against the League and All-Ireland champions. See what you can do. And at this stage they're watching, and they're really suffering from Kilkenny. TJ Reid from a massive distance out puts it over for his second point to make it 1-6 to a point. And there is simply no Waterford response so far. Very unconvincing defending. Richie Hogan stepping in here. He's come back from a nasty hand injury. Michael Grace is out on the corner there for the last 30 seconds. Let's see where this move is going to finally be completed. Maybe by the team captain this year, TJ Reid, striking it from the sideline and putting it over the bar. It was a move that didn't look like it was going anywhere. Over in the corner for quite a while and back out to the man from Ballyhale eventually, and he said enough of this and put it straight over. 1-7 to a point. Back by Kelly this time. Returned well by Derek Ling. Up as far as Owen Larkin. Stylish turn, and that's a classical finish. Lovely score. And he becomes the 3rd and final member of the inside forward line to score this afternoon. The only one of the forward 6 not to hit the target so far is Eddie Brennan. This was really classy play by a brilliant player. Maybe Waterford will get into it yet. John Tennyson again. Shane Welch playing it back here. Shane Casey blocked down, back towards Casey. Trying it again. This time John Milan, and John Milan puts it over the bar. And John Milan gets only Waterford's second point in the game so far. And the more this goes on, the more you begin to realise Waterford's old heads, the Browns and the Milans, how vital they are to Waterford hurling. And Waterford with an enormous task on their hands here, playing from left to right in this second half. Up towards Michael Grace. Tony Brown, miss hit. Ends up being a free out anyway. Owen Kelly standing over this, having got a point already from a free. Dropping it well in. Again, collected, but not quite cleared. And that is finally put over the bar. And that is a great deal better and marks the return of Ken McGrath as a senior player on the inter-county scene. Player in difficulty there was Paddy Hogan. McGrath availed of the chance. Comes to Ken McGrath. Ken McGrath has certainly tried to come more into his own, but he was robbed there brilliantly by Eddie Brennan. Ken McGrath was ready to place the ball. Paddy Hogan with the shot, and Paddy Hogan has got the point. Great score by the new centre half back, Paddy Hogan. Sent off here for 2 yellow cards against Galway, but he's a player of genuine quality, and that is 7 points he's got now in this year's National League. Kelly standing his ground again, and the referee whistles him back, and he's going to give the free to Waterford, shaken ahead by Eddie Brennan. So more target practice for the Waterford man. That's going right. Mulcahy keeps it in. Now an important intervention here. Can Waterford carve an opening? They're going the long way towards Kevin Moran. He took it in his stride. Start of the season at centre half forward, and that finishes over the bar. Very fine point indeed by Kevin Moran. Well, now Waterford have managed to get themselves a 7th point. That wasn't easy. Had to get inside and get away from John Fitzpatrick. Well struck. Ken McGrath was adding to it. Mulcahy's in there to pick up the pieces. Go forward strongly. Comes off the side of a Kilkenny player. Bounces out to John Milan. Milan got 2 points in the first half. Inside towards Kevin Moran's got 1 in the second. And it's going to be a free in. Oh, where did that foul occur? Let's see what we can see here. This ball is knocked in there by Kevin Moran. Oh, the ball was in the air. Yeah, the referee has given a penalty. Penalty so for Waterford, and Owen Kelly the taker in the 56th minute. He'd go for a goal here surely, and he's found the net. Owen Kelly, 56 minutes into the game. Penalty goal for him. And that's another one for Owen Kelly, a 4th goal of this National League, and it's all of a sudden 1-14 to 1-8, and there's still time. Well, now what does it say about Kilkenny? They were ahead by 11 points at half time. The difficulty, I suppose, in a way, was that they were up against basically a second Waterford team. Now they've got to raise their game again. Can they do it? They can. Michael Grace has got a goal and 2 points now. His first goal in the second half. Well, that's a rapid reply, because the penalty goal for Waterford came out of nothing. So here comes Moran once again. John Milan striking, and John Milan cracks it over the bar. A 3rd point for John Milan. And Waterford have brought on Seamus Prendergast in place of Shane Welch. As we watch this in reprise, it's 1-15 to 1-9. Eddie Brennan loses it to Brian Field. Tony Brown now, walking it down the field, all the way in there towards the new man who's come in, and that is Seamus Prendergast. Breaks here to on McGrath. John Milan going to hit it and put it over the bar. Another one for Milan. That's 4 points for John Milan this afternoon. That time the pass by McGrath. That's Owen McGrath on for Milan. another for him. Mulcahy. This time it's going to be an individual score if he makes it, and he does. Stephen Mulcahy has put in a very honest, energetic second half. The team captain, of course, didn't start the day to give others a chance. Back to a 6-point difference again. He's collected it again. Brilliant handling by Mulcahy. Spooning it on here. Kevin Moran. What a goal would do here. Oh, that's brilliant. In spite of the best efforts of PJ Ryan.